life will always present challenges that feel like tests from the universe meant to shape, mold, and elevate you. These tests are not designed to break you, but to reveal the strength, wisdom, and purpose within you. How do you know when you've passed these tests? Here are 5 powerful signs. When you've passed one of life's tests, one of the most powerful indicators is the sense of peace that begins to settle within you, even in the midst of uncertainty. This peace is not merely the absence of conflict, nor is it rooted in having everything figured out. It's something deeper, something almost unexplainable. It's the kind of peace that isn't shaken by external circumstances because it comes from a place that transcends the physical world. It's as if the storms of life continue to rage around you, yet you find yourself standing still, grounded in an unwavering sense of calm. This peace is a sign that you have moved beyond fear, doubt, and the need for control. You no longer have to know every step of the way because you trust in the process. There's a sense of surrender that comes when you reach this stage. You let go of the need to always have answers because you've learned that life rarely hands them out on demand. Instead, you've come to understand that there is a purpose behind every challenge, every delay, and every closed door. You trust that even when things don't make sense in the moment, they are all working together for your greater good. This peace doesn't come easy, though. It is often the result of enduring a season of struggle or hardship. There was likely a time when uncertainty filled you with anxiety, when the unknown caused sleepless nights and constant worry. You might have felt the weight of the world on your shoulders, believing that you had to figure everything out on your own. But as you walked through the test, something changed. The longer you stayed in the storm, the more you began to realize that you weren't walking alone. The universe or a higher power was guiding you through it, even when you couldn't see the way forward. Gradually, the fear began to fade, and in its place, a quiet confidence emerged. You learned that you don't need to have control over every situation to move forward. You don't need to know exactly where the path will lead in order to take the next step. This understanding brings with it a deep sense of peace, a peace that says, I am exactly where I need to be. It allows you to rest, even in moments of uncertainty, because you have faith in something greater than yourself. This peace also comes from the knowledge that you are aligned with your purpose. Once you've passed the universe's test, you start to see the bigger picture. You realize that the struggles you faced were not pointless, they were preparing you for something more. They were shaping your character, building your strength, and teaching you lessons that could only be learned through experience. Knowing this brings comfort because it reminds you that you are on the right path, even when that path isn't fully visible. What's more, this peace becomes your compass. It helps you navigate through life's uncertainties with grace and assurance. When decisions need to be made, you no longer act out of fear or desperation. Instead, you move with a quiet resolve, trusting that the right opportunities, the right people, and the right circumstances will come into your life at the appointed time. You no longer chase after things that aren't meant for you because you understand that what is meant for you will not pass you by. This state of peace, especially in uncertain times, is one of the most profound signs that you've passed the universe's test. It's a gift, a reward for your perseverance, and it serves as a reminder that you are exactly where you are meant to be. When you've passed one of life's tests, one of the most evident signs is that new doors start to open in ways you never anticipated. These are opportunities, connections, or breakthroughs that suddenly come into your life, often after a period of struggle or waiting. What's interesting about this process is that the doors that open aren't always the ones you were knocking on. You may have spent time and energy pursuing certain goals only to find those avenues blocked. But once the test is passed, you realize that the closed doors were never meant for you in the first place. The opportunities that come your way now are perfectly aligned with your growth and purpose. These doors may not have appeared earlier because you weren't ready for them. It's as if the universe was waiting for you to be in the right frame of mind, the right level of maturity, or the right state of awareness before it allowed you to step through. Often, the period of waiting and testing refines your character, sharpens your vision, and teaches you what you really need versus what you think you want. When these doors begin to open, it's not just about career or financial gain. It could be a wide array of new possibilities, better relationships, deeper spiritual growth, or even a newfound sense of self-worth. You begin to see that life is presenting you with chances that are designed specifically for your personal journey. This shift can feel both surprising and natural at the same time. Surprising because you didn't expect these specific opportunities, and natural because they feel like the perfect next step. Everything seems to flow more easily, and the struggle that once characterized your efforts fades away. This doesn't mean that life becomes effortless or devoid of challenges, but the kind of resistance you faced before is replaced with alignment. The right people begin to come into your life, and the right situations unfold without you forcing them to happen. You no longer feel like you're pushing against a brick wall. Instead, doors open, and you find yourself walking through them with a sense of purpose and ease. There's a harmony between your internal state and the external circumstances around you, confirming that the universe is responding to the work you've done. The new doors that open are often different from what you initially imagined. You may have had a particular goal or vision in mind, only to find that what the universe has for you is much greater or far more meaningful. In hindsight, you realize that if the original door had opened when you wanted it to, it would have limited your potential or distracted you from your true path. The delays, the rejections, and the setbacks were all guiding you to something better, something that truly fits who you've become after passing the test. Opportunities often come in unexpected forms. It might be a conversation with someone that sparks a new idea, an unexpected job offer, or a chance encounter that leads to a life-changing relationship. These seemingly small moments are the universe's way of leading you to the next phase of your journey. Sometimes the doors that open are subtle, requiring you to be attentive and responsive. They might not always come with a sign saying, "This is your next step." Instead, they require you to trust your intuition and take action when the opportunity arises. This process also teaches you to be patient. You begin to understand that timing is everything. The new doors don't open when you want them to, they open when you're truly ready. And when they do, the ease with which things start to fall into place serves as confirmation that you're on the right path. The doors are not just about material success, they signify growth in all areas of your life. You recognize that every test you passed has prepared you to handle the opportunities now in front of you with wisdom, grace, and gratitude. Ultimately, these new doors are a testament to your perseverance and faith. They reflect the growth that has taken place within you, and they represent the universe's way of acknowledging that you have risen to the challenge. What once seemed impossible now feels attainable, not because the world has changed, but because you have. As you pass through life's test, one of the most profound changes you experience is a heightened sense of inner clarity. This clarity doesn't appear suddenly, but rather unfolds over time as you navigate challenges and overcome obstacles. It comes from the deep internal work you've done, the reflection, the introspection, and the lessons you've learned along the way. You begin to see things more clearly, not just in your external circumstances, but within yourself. This inner clarity is the result of understanding who you are, what you value, and what your true purpose is. The chaos that once clouded your judgment starts to dissolve. You no longer feel as pulled in different directions, unsure of which way to turn. Instead, you find yourself more grounded, more certain of the choices you need to make. This doesn't mean every decision becomes easy, but it does mean you have a sharper sense of what aligns with your spirit and what doesn't. You can quickly discern what opportunities to pursue and which ones to leave behind. This clarity is not just intellectual, it's emotional and spiritual. It's a deep knowing that resonates within you, guiding you toward the right path. When you've passed the universe's test, your ability to trust your intuition grows stronger. You no longer second-guess yourself as much or rely solely on external validation to make decisions. The noise of other people's opinions fades into the background, and you become more attuned to your inner voice. This doesn't mean you stop listening to advice or feedback from others, but rather you filter it through your own understanding of who you are and where you're going. You become more selective about the voices you allow into your life, choosing to surround yourself with those who support and encourage your growth. This heightened clarity also extends to your relationships. You start to see people for who they truly are, not just who you wish they were or who they present themselves to be. You recognize the relationships that are built on mutual respect, love, and growth, and you also see the ones that are no longer serving your highest good. This doesn't always lead to immediate changes, but the clarity allows you to make decisions with wisdom and understanding. You begin to align yourself with individuals who share your values and your vision for the future, creating relationships that support your journey rather than hinder it. Inner clarity also reveals itself in how you approach your goals and aspirations. Before, you may have been driven by external motivations seeking success, recognition, or approval from others. But now, your clarity shows you that true fulfillment comes from living in alignment with your purpose. You start to set goals that reflect your inner desires, not just societal expectations. This doesn't mean you abandon ambition, but it does mean your ambition becomes more purposeful. You're no longer chasing things that don't resonate with you. Instead, you pursue what truly matters, and this gives you a deeper sense of satisfaction and meaning. This clarity isn't just about knowing what you want, it's about knowing what you don't need. The things that once distracted or derailed you lose their power. You're no longer pulled into drama, conflict, or pursuits that don't contribute to your growth. You're able to let go of what doesn't serve you, whether that's a habit, a relationship, or a mindset. This release creates space for new opportunities, new ideas, and new ways of thinking to emerge. You start to experience life with a greater sense of freedom, unburdened by the distractions that once held you back. Another aspect of this inner clarity is that it helps you navigate challenges with more confidence. When new tests arise, you don't react with the same level of fear or anxiety as you might have before. Instead, you approach them with the understanding that they are part of the journey, and you trust that you have the wisdom and strength to handle them. This doesn't mean challenges become easy, but they no longer feel as overwhelming. You've developed a resilience that allows you to move through difficulties with grace and resolve, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to further refine your clarity and purpose. This heightened sense of inner clarity is one of the most valuable outcomes of passing the universe's test. It's a reflection of your growth, maturity, and alignment with your true self. It gives you the ability to navigate life's complexities with a sense of peace, purpose, and direction that you may not have had before. And while this clarity may not always eliminate uncertainty, it does give you the tools to face it with confidence and trust in the journey ahead. As you journey through life's tests and emerge on the other side, one of the most significant shifts you experience is in your relationships. Passing the universe's test often brings about a realignment of the connections you have with others. This shift isn't always something you consciously seek, but it happens naturally as you grow, evolve, and step into a higher understanding of yourself and your purpose. Relationships that were once central to your life may begin to fade, while new connections come to the forefront, creating an environment that supports your next phase of growth. This process often begins with a sense of clarity about the people around you. As you gain a deeper understanding of your own values and purpose, you start to see more clearly whether the relationships in your life align with that vision. It's not about judging others harshly, but rather about recognizing whether the people in your circle are helping you grow or holding you back. Some relationships may have been built on old versions of yourself, versions that no longer serve who you are becoming. When you've passed the test, it becomes easier to let go of these connections, not out of malice, but with an understanding that not everyone is meant to continue with you on your journey. Often, this realignment can feel bittersweet. There may be relationships that once felt comforting and familiar, but now seem to drain your energy or create unnecessary conflict. As you pass through the test, you realize that holding on to these relationships simply because they've been a part of your past is no longer beneficial. This realization can be difficult, but it's essential for your growth. When relationships are no longer aligned with who you are becoming, they can create a sense of heaviness or tension. Letting them go opens up space for new relationships that are more aligned with your evolving self. At the same time, new people start to enter your life, often in unexpected ways. These relationships are different. They feel more intentional, more supportive, and more in tune with where you're headed. You may find yourself surrounded by individuals who share your values, who understand your vision, and who encourage you to pursue your purpose without judgment or competition. These new relationships often form effortlessly, as if the universe is guiding you toward the right people at the right time. You no longer have to chase after connections or force relationships to work. Instead, there's a natural alignment that fosters mutual growth and support. This realignment also brings a deeper sense of peace and authenticity to your relationships. You're no longer trying to be someone you're not in order to fit in or please others. You've passed the test of needing external validation, and as a result, your relationships become more genuine. You attract people who accept and appreciate you for who you truly are, not for who they want you to be. This authenticity allows for deeper connections, as there's no longer a need to hide parts of yourself or pretend to be someone else to maintain the relationship. In this new phase, you also become more discerning about who you allow into your inner circle. It's not about closing yourself off, but rather about recognizing the importance of surrounding yourself with people who align with your purpose. You become more aware of the energy people bring into your life, and you prioritize relationships that are built on mutual respect, trust, and positivity. You realize that the quality of your relationships has a direct impact on your well-being and your ability to continue growing. As a result, you cultivate relationships that uplift, challenge, and inspire you while letting go of those that no longer serve your highest good. Another aspect of this realignment is the shift in how you show up in relationships. As you pass the universe's test, you become more secure in yourself, and this security allows you to offer more to others. You're no longer seeking relationships to fill a void or provide validation. Instead, you approach relationships from a place of wholeness, where you can give and receive in a balanced and healthy way. This shift enhances the quality of your interactions, as you're now contributing from a place of abundance rather than need. Passing the universe's test brings about a profound transformation in your relationships. The people who remain in your life are those who are meant to walk with you on this journey. They support your growth, challenge you to be better, and encourage you to stay aligned with your purpose. And as you continue to evolve, these relationships will continue to grow and deepen, providing you with the support and connection you need to thrive. When you pass through one of the universe's tests, one of the clearest signs is the emergence of greater strength and resilience within you. This strength is not just physical or mental. It is a deep inner fortitude that develops over time, forged in the fires of adversity. It's the result of enduring trials, challenges, and setbacks, and learning how to rise above them. This strength comes from having been through the storm, having faced uncertainty and hardship, and coming out on the other side with a greater sense of self and purpose. Resilience is built through experience. It doesn't happen overnight, nor does it come from avoiding difficulties. Instead, it comes from walking through the fire and learning how to bend without breaking. The obstacles you faced may have been overwhelming at times, making you question your ability to keep going. But with each test, each setback, you gained a little more insight, a little more understanding of your capacity to endure. You learned that no matter how difficult the situation, you have within you the strength to overcome it. This resilience is not about being immune to pain or hardship. It's about developing the ability to face challenges without being crushed by them. It's about learning to adapt, to find solutions, and to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. When you've passed the universe's test, you've likely gone through moments of doubt, fear, and frustration. But those moments didn't define you. Instead, they shaped you into someone stronger, someone who can handle adversity with grace and resolve. This strength is also tied to your mindset. As you go through life's tests, you start to shift your perspective on challenges. What once may have seemed like insurmountable obstacles now appear as opportunities for growth. You begin to understand that setbacks are not punishments or signs of failure, but rather stepping stones toward your greater purpose. This shift in perspective is a mark of your resilience. You no longer fear challenges the way you once did, because you've proven to yourself that you have the ability to overcome them. With this strength comes a new level of confidence. You start to trust yourself more. The doubts that once held you back lose their grip, because you have a track record of surviving and thriving despite adversity. This confidence isn't about arrogance or self-reliance. It's about knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. You've built a foundation of resilience, and it becomes the bedrock on which you stand when new challenges arise. Resilience also means learning from the past. You've likely experienced failures along the way, but those failures taught you valuable lessons. They showed you what didn't work, what needed to be changed, and how to approach things differently in the future. Each failure became a building block, adding to your strength and resilience. Instead of being defined by your failures, you're now defined by how you've overcome them. This shift allows you to approach new challenges with a sense of hope rather than fear. Another aspect of this strength is emotional resilience. Passing through life's tests teaches you how to manage your emotions, especially in times of stress or difficulty. You learn how to remain calm in the face of chaos, how to maintain perspective when things don't go as planned, and how to bounce back from disappointment without letting it consume you. Emotional resilience doesn't mean you don't feel pain or frustration. It means you've learned how to process those emotions in a healthy way and keep moving forward. This emotional strength becomes one of your greatest assets, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of balance and peace. In addition, this strength and resilience extend to your relationships. As you become stronger, you attract people who are aligned with your energy and values. You're no longer dependent on others for validation or support, but rather you're able to give and receive in a balanced way. Your resilience allows you to maintain healthy boundaries, protect your energy, and surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support your growth. This inner strength fosters deeper, more meaningful connections because you approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than need. The strength and resilience you gain from passing the universe's test become a part of who you are. They become woven into your character, guiding you through future challenges with confidence and wisdom. You carry the lessons learned, the scars earned, and the victories won, all of which contribute to your ability to face whatever life brings next. You no longer fear the unknown because you know that you've already overcome so much, and you trust that you have the strength to overcome anything else that may come your way. When you've passed one of the universe's tests, a clear sign is that you begin living with a renewed sense of purpose. This shift doesn't happen all at once, but rather gradually as you move through the challenges, face your fears, and emerge stronger on the other side. Purposeful living means that you are no longer drifting through life, unsure of where you're going or why you're here. Instead, you find a deeper understanding of your place in the world and the unique role you are meant to play. This sense of purpose becomes the guiding force that shapes your decisions, actions, and overall approach to life. At the heart of purposeful living is clarity. Before passing through the test, you may have been searching for meaning, trying to figure out what you were meant to do. You may have felt lost or unsure, pulled in different directions by external pressures or internal doubts. But after enduring life's trials, the fog begins to lift. You start to see your path more clearly. This doesn't mean every question is answered or every challenge is solved, but it does mean you have a stronger sense of direction. You know what's important to you, and you start making decisions that align with your values and goals. Living with purpose also changes how you view your daily life. Tasks that once felt mundane or insignificant now take on new meaning because they are part of a bigger picture. You start to see that even the small steps you take are contributing to something greater. Whether it's in your work, your relationships, or your personal growth, you understand that everything you do is connected to your purpose. This shift in perspective creates a sense of fulfillment that wasn't there before. You're no longer just going through the motions, you're living with intention, knowing that each moment is an opportunity to move closer to your goals. This sense of purpose also gives you resilience. When new challenges arise, you don't feel as easily discouraged or overwhelmed because you have a deeper understanding of why you're on this journey. You know that the obstacles are part of the process, and you trust that they are helping you grow and refine your purpose. This doesn't mean the challenges become easy, but it does mean you have the inner strength to keep going. You're driven by something greater than just the pursuit of comfort or success. You're driven by a calling that resonates deeply within you. Purposeful living also affects your relationships. As you gain clarity about your own purpose, you start to surround yourself with people who align with that vision. You attract relationships that support your growth and help you stay on course. You're no longer interested in shallow connections or relationships that drain your energy. Instead, you seek out people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to become the best version of yourself. These relationships are not only more fulfilling, but they also help you stay grounded in your purpose, reminding you of what truly matters. Additionally, living with purpose brings a greater sense of peace. You stop comparing yourself to others or measuring your success by external standards. You know that your journey is unique and you're not trying to follow anyone else's path. This peace comes from the realization that you don't have to have all the answers right away. You trust the process, knowing that as long as you're living in alignment with your purpose, you are exactly where you're meant to be. This sense of peace allows you to approach life with more confidence and less fear, knowing that you are on the right path. Purposeful living also shifts your focus from self-centered goals to a more expansive vision of how you can contribute to the world around you. You begin to think not only about what you want to achieve, but also about how your actions and choices impact others. You start to ask yourself how you can use your gifts, talents, and experiences to make a positive difference in the lives of others. This shift from self to service is one of the most profound aspects of purposeful living. It gives you a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond personal success and taps into a deeper desire to leave a lasting legacy. Living with purpose transforms every aspect of your life. It gives you direction, resilience, peace, and fulfillment. You wake up each day with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that you are on a path that is uniquely yours. The challenges no longer feel like roadblocks, but rather stepping stones that are guiding you toward a greater purpose. And with each step you take, you become more aligned with who you truly are, creating a life that is meaningful, impactful, and deeply fulfilling. In conclusion, passing the universe's test is not about achieving external success, but about the deep internal shifts that take place within you. You emerge with peace in uncertainty, understanding that the challenges were there to guide you, not break you. New doors open as opportunities align with your growth, revealing the next steps on your journey. Your inner clarity sharpens, allowing you to make decisions with confidence and purpose. Relationships that no longer serve your growth fall away, and new, aligned connections take their place. Strength and resilience become your foundation, empowering you to face future challenges with grace. And ultimately, you begin to live with a profound sense of purpose, understanding that your journey is not just about personal success, but about fulfilling a higher calling. This is the true reward of passing the universe's test. It transforms you into a person of strength, clarity, and purpose, ready to walk the path that was meant for you.